G'day, welcome to episode 4 of this Planet Coaster series called A Stitch Up Adventure. And so in last episode we focused on this entry sort of beach part, and we diverted the boat ride so it came around and people got to have a bit of a look at it. In between episodes I've just relocated the campsite to a bit more of flat ground up here overlooking the beach area. I think I've added in a couple of rowboats from the pirate theme, and I've even popped in a little jetty so that it just looks a bit more civilized, like it's all discovered. So I think that kind of works. What I'd like to do just to kick off this episode is just create a barrier of green here. I'll get the idea going in. I like the idea that you can just see a whole lot of tall trees and then lush greenery, and you basically can't see through when you walk in. So let me try and get that sort of going, and then we'll sort of see how I might fill that in between episodes. So we'll just pop off to scenery, and if I go take off the pirate and content pack, keep that one off as well. Hang on, content pack, no adventure. Yep. And if I go straight to trees, and we should have all the trees there so we can really see what we want. We definitely want tall trees in this area along here, so we'll just kind of spam a few of these in at different heights, and definitely some of these lovely palm trees need to be in amongst the sediment. I like that they're sort of just there, so that's kind of nice. I like that they grow on a bit of an angle as well, and they're tall enough so that they don't get in people's way when they have a look at the view. Alexander palms, yeah, we'll pop a few of those in as well. And again, I think I'm going to have to go back and sort of do this in between, but we'll stick a few in just now, just to have a look at it. Let me see. Oh, all the palms are down here, aren't they? Yeah, a few of the date palms and things, although I don't want to do too many of the same type, because then it might start to look a little bit like it's less deserty and a bit more we don't want it to look sort of all the same as the other section where there's all the different types of tropical plants. I do like clustering the same type together, so we'll pop a few of those in there, like the seeds just spread the tree. Probably could have rotated those just a little bit, and we'll have a look. I might run some bamboo right across the border along here at some point, but yeah, let's just sort of see how that pans out. Any other good palms that we might be able to pop in? Oh, this is lovely as well, isn't it? Yeah, that does look good. I have to say that I like that. That kind of just works. I wonder if we could put a few of those in just here like this. A little bit closer. Yeah. I wonder if I could just do 3 stacks together and spin it and make it like a big... Yeah, that kind of works. Let's see if I could do that one the same there. And pop him just a little bit further apart for this one. But then if I come around here, spin him round, get him a little bit further apart than that one again, trying to get a bit of randomness happening here. Yeah, that kind of works. And then of course the straggler is just over there. I think that is good. And I wonder if maybe we just do one tall palm on this, but not that one. Not that one. Let's see what we got there. Ooh, one tall tree on there could be kind of good. I wonder if he'd suit it. Is that the same as those? He is, yeah. That would kind of work. Or maybe one just out here. I think that kind of... Yeah, that's looking a bit better, sort of filled in. I think I will put some bamboo along the back here and maybe a tiny bit of terraforming so you can't sort of see what's happening there. But I think that kind of works. We just missed those boats passing, so that would be good if we could see what that happens. In fact, let me speed up the game. Just jump out of here. Let's speed the game up and we'll have a look at them passing each other, the next two. speed 3. One's just leaving that little area, but the other one isn't even on yet. Okay, so this has all got to do with how many boats we've got going, how long the course is. I don't think this is ever going to get to the point where we need to synchronize them, but let's see. 2 there, so one goes. Yeah, I think he's going to be out of the harbour by the time the next one gets in. That kind of works. I think you're sort of coming around to have a look at the crocodile, and the one in front of you is just leaving that little harbour bit. Let's see if it happens here. He just got in, so he's leaving. Let's see, this one should have just left the little harbour. Yeah, as you come into the crocodile. So that timing is consistent. We can probably means we can make these tracks a bit closer together. But let's just, we'll just leave that for the moment. Okay, so this episode. So I think I'll go ahead and spend in between episodes just again filling out some more details. So I'll fill out a bit of a border. I'm a little bit like I always like full borders, so I've got the park entry here. I guess we would think that the guests wouldn't want to see into this adventure world, immediately. So I do want to block this off quite a bit. I might have to terraform it, but we'll have a look at it. Okay, I think it's time we had a go at a waterfall, and I am bloody hopeless with waterfalls. I've had a little bit of a play at it, but let's have another play and see how it goes. So we've got the lake at the top here. I wonder if I could possibly... this could go either way, guys. Just stay with me on this one. If I go to terrain and have a look at push and bring that up a little bit, am I going to drop this down and make a slightly bigger lake at the top of this Tapui? Yeah. So I wonder if I drop him down there and make it a thinner. I got to mention the word Tapui in my episode, which I'm very happy with. I think if we can seal that up, we'd be doing all right. Yeah, we want to seal up that hole there. Okay, so we're looking at pull. That sort of seals up below the line, and now. I think what I had here is this vertical bit, so I want to go flatten the surface and smaller, and what I was trying to get is this vertical bit. When I created this hill, I got this vertical bit here that was just straight down, so that's not too bad, and in fact that seems to be straight down with a grey background, which could be nice with the waterfall. We can paint that later. Is that painting or terraforming? That's terraforming. It's a rock. So let's just see how that all goes. Trying to seal that off, make that as sharp as we can. Okay, this is where the crest of the waterfall is going to be here. And let's just see if we can get some water in there. So water, rough water, please, as high as we can get the water. Ooh, I was hoping I could get it higher. We can't. Okay, that's alright. I wonder if can I make any changes? No, I won't be able to get it any higher. That's alright. We'll what we'll do is I guess it's not that realistic anyway. People wouldn't see it from the top. We would just because we're not going to have anyone come up here, but I'll put lots of rocks up here, and it'll be basically pumping water up through this hill and down over to the waterfall. So, okay, let's see if we can go to scenery, and I want all, and if I go to special effects, and we go waterfall, all right, and we can see here, so dirt falling, dry ice, they're not what we want, but we want waterfall pouring huge, waterfall pouring large, waterfall midsection, splash for down the bottom, and waterfall top splash, huge. Very confusing naming. Alright, let's just try out we'll go for huge. And this is all about placing it, getting it correct on the orientation, and then changing it ever so slightly. So let's see, definitely angle snaps off. Alright, let's use the red to tilt it. And what I found was you don't want those crystals showing. See how they're spinning up the top here? These crystals showing, they're the bits we don't want. But as far as the rest of it, that might be doing alright. He's definitely falling downwards, but it's probably not exactly as we want it just yet. See, that makes the crystals visible and puts the waterfall away from the wall. It brings it all the way back. So if I did it like this and he's falling downwards, that one would be falling, that's not too bad. I think that's kind of what we want. And if I go back to X and drop him in a bit, so he's in the wall, and then put him right in. We've lost a bit of it. Back to X, see if we can spin around a bit. Maybe it's facing the wrong direction. Maybe I need to spin it this way. Ooh, I think that's good, because now I've got water coming out and no crystals. I think I found it. Okay, let me see if I can put him upwards. Up again, slightly. Up again, nope, back. So he's falling over the top of the crest and then falling down. That, I think, works perfect. I might just go here and bring it up. Got a few of those crystals showing. What we might be able to do is do a few of them. So if I go and X and forward a bit, so he's a bit more. That's getting fuller and you can hardly see it. That's good. And if he does here, that's that kind of works. Now I might just go X on the next one and X again and angle him a bit. Hang on, no, delete that one. Control X, and I want to change the green so he kind of, yeah, he tilts up a bit. And now if I X again and slide him up a bit, he brings it across. Might just see if I can angle that off a tiny bits with the green, and then we'll drop him. Kind of worked. We've got to remember, whatever we go across, we're going to have to deal with going downwards, but I think that all just works at the moment. So Control X here and bring it across again. That's kind of good. I think that all works for the moment. Now if we go to middle waterfall, so if I go scenery and I want waterfall midsection, let's see what we'll do. Try and just pop him just here for the moment, and if I just okay, we've got the crystal showing. And if we've got the crystals showing, that means, in fact, if they're not, yeah, being seen from the bottom, we might be able to change that, turn it 180 degrees, and they'll go. Angle snap. A few more, straighten it out, there we go. And let's see if we can just adjust the angles here. Again, with these waterfalls, this is all trial and error. So let's spin him. Let's get in there. That's pouring. Oh, that's good. We've got it pouring with no crystal showing. And that is perfect. Okay, so all we need to do now is drop it back into the wall. So if I go here and bring it up, okay, so what we might do with this one is Oh, hang on, can I get it back? I think I've lost that bit of waterfall. That's a shame. Let's try it again. So if we go middle, midsection, and do it flat to this wall, or flat to this wall. X. What we might do is get the waterfall started, and then halfway through this episode, we'll leave it, and I'll finish it in the middle of the episodes. That's kind of working. Let's drop him down a tiny bit. And these have got to be in the wall, in the rock though. That's not too bad. That's my first attempt at a waterfall, and I reckon that is not too bad. I'm going to... Oh, it's not brilliant when you look at it from the side. I'm going to have a go at fixing that halfway through. Yeah, in between the next episode. Okay, let's leave waterfalls for just a minute, and I will see how I can get that looking. Alright, so just to finish off this episode, I think what we'll do now is just come down to where the food section is and just get that going. Just want to terraform here. Okay, so what do we got here? It's terrain. If we go to just want to bring this up a bit and create a bit of a ridge here. In fact, it's the section off this part of this part here. Make this tabooey a bit bigger, yeah, and then that way it really is like a mountain. We can make that a bit more natural at some point. I might just push it away from here. If I just go to flatten to foundation, I can just push it away slightly. I will fix that so it doesn't look as man-made. Okay, let's see. Alright, we might actually cut this one short. I think this will be the end of this episode. So again, just recapping, we've just made some extra foliage along the boundary, and I'm going to fill that all in. We've put some... What else we put? Yeah, we put some trees in. We started off the waterfall, but I'm going to have a tinker with that in between episodes. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe as well. Keep an eye out for my other series on Airport CEO, which will be coming up shortly, and they're almost ready to go. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next episode.